So the one question everyone keeps asking me is, how's the range on the Cybertruck? And is it a good truck or a car to go on a road trip with? Well, tomorrow we're gonna be going on a 400-mile road trip. Actually, more like 800 miles there and back. And we're gonna be testing out the range and see how many miles a Tesla Cybertruck actually gives us. What is up, guys? It's Chris, Everydaychris, and welcome to my channel. Now, I've been driving my Tesla Cybertruck for a little over a week now. I've logged in over 170 miles, and my average watts per mile is around 446, which isn't too bad. In comparison, my Model Y with 64,000 miles has an average energy of 293 watts per mile. And in our Model X with over 5,000 miles, we're getting around 335 watts per mile. And considering how both of my Teslas, the Model Y and the Model X, have road tires, there's not gonna be as much drag and it isn't gonna be too big of a problem. However, the Tesla Cybertruck right now is the Foundation series, and it comes with the beefy 35-inch tire. So if you didn't know, there's a lot of factors that affect range, and tires is one of them. Whenever you get new tires, no matter what, there's increased grip, increased stickiness, and that's gonna decrease your range efficiency. So on average, I found out that it takes about 1,000 miles to kind of see it kind of leverage out, and also for the tires to wear enough where it's more of a normal reading. However, considering I don't have that many miles in the Cybertruck yet, I already know it's not gonna be good. Also, the size of the tire matters as it creates more drag and weight. According to Brian and Ellie at T-Sportline, one Cybertruck tire can weigh almost 100 pounds. Also, one huge thing is not to forget to inflate your tires to the recommended tire pressure or slightly more. Now, the crazy thing is with these Cybertruck tires, it's 50 PSI recommended. So I'm gonna go ahead and juice up this bad boy to around 53 PSI. And for me, normally I like to do 3 to 4 PSI on top of the factory recommended on cold tires. That's been working out really well for me. And unfortunately, we don't have any sort of wheel cover to help increase aerodynamics because right now they're currently on recall. So already there's so many factors not in our favor to have the most efficient car possible. Also, having your truck on a high ride height can make a difference. So we're gonna keep it on the lowest ride height possible on low. And on low, the truck is still pretty high at 5'9". Another thing is you don't wanna keep the tonneau cover open. Close that bad boy because that is a huge range efficiency killer. Now, Dan from What's Inside drove the Cybertruck everywhere, and he claimed that the Cybertruck is one of the worst road trip vehicles because of the horrible range as well as the slow charging speeds, so I'm a little afraid. We've been doing a ton of trips in our Tesla Model Y. We went to Austin, we went to Oregon multiple times, and the superchargers really make it easy, and I learned a couple things. One thing I learned is if you want to save the most time, you don't want to charge your car past that 70 to 80% mark. Once you hit that 70 to 80%, your charge speeds reduce significantly, and it just adds more unnecessary charging time because you're just sitting there doing nothing. Another thing I love using is a free app called a Better Route Planner. I like it because it helps me pre-plan my routes and figures out where I have to charge, and I can easily change it to go to the one I like. Now, with this 5-hour trip, I usually stop around 3 times from Southern California to Northern California, and technically I could do it in 2 trips. However, for us, we like to get to our destination with around 40%, so we have enough range to kind of do stuff without needing to charge when we get there. But the crazy thing is when I input the destination with the Cybertruck settings on a Better Route Planner as well as the Tesla app, it tells me I only have to charge 2 times. But honestly, the only way to find out is to actually start driving and see what happens. The Tesla app is super cool. It breaks everything down, but I got it because I wanted to show you guys all the specific details and charging curves while I'm on the road trip. So as far as packing goes, the back seats are for the dog. We could technically put some stuff on the bottom here because it is definitely raised. I hope a company comes up with some under seat storage bins for that side because that's a lot of wasted space. With my dog seat cover, it ends up looking really good. Protects everything, even the bottoms. I honestly love this dog seat cover and it works really well. In the tonneau cover, I have my Goal Zero Ultra 50 fridge. This thing is gonna be insane. We got a couple waters because we're gonna be in a hotel for a few days, and we're just gonna put our luggage back here as well. Underneath here in the gear divider, I also have my mobile charging kit, so that's good. But it's nice to just have everything set up here, ready to go. Like, there's so much storage space in the truck bed of the Cybertruck. Now in the front, I mean, it's pretty small to be honest. So I'm probably gonna keep all the dog leashes and all that stuff in here. I have my electric scooter if I'm far away from a bathroom and I'm trying to charge. I also have my Escort Redline 360C radio detector. I'm probably not gonna do any speeding because I wanna make sure I have enough range as possible. I try to stay max 75 miles per hour so that way it's very accurate. The problem with my radio detector, unfortunately, is it only uses a 12-volt cigarette outlet to power itself. So So I have to find a way to power it via USB-C. However, I'll probably do a hardwire installation eventually. I did one with the Model Y and with the Model X, so I'm probably gonna do that with the Cybertruck as well. But yeah, we're gonna be leaving super early tomorrow, but we'll see how many miles the truck is giving me at 100% state of charge. So the car is done charging. It's 4 a.m. right now, so bright and early. We got both Teslas in the garage, but we parked the Cybertruck outside. I preconditioned the battery, it's at 100%. Let's see what 100% is getting us. But 100%, we're getting 318 miles, so not bad. So our first stop is in Lost Hills, 18%. We'll see if we can make it. Luckily, there's just so many superchargers in the whole entire area, so I'm not too worried. But let's go ahead and turn on our freezer. We're gonna go to outlets, enable cabin outlets on entry. When you are plugged in, the outlet will not work. So you have to unplug first, then you could turn the outlets on. Or we could also just use the app and then turn it on this way. So our fridge is full. We got a bunch of drinks here. We got some food for us on the road. Full-size Costco broccoli, Costco yogurt, as well as Simba's dog food, raw dog food, and some protein drinks there. This thing is so durable, I love it. And I can always monitor the app too, so that's awesome. So we got the luggage, we got the dog food and dog stuff. Gear locker divider fits perfectly, but the interior is so big in the Cybertruck, so much more space than the Model Y or the Model X. And on the sides, you can fit an actual hydro flask. On our road trip, we got Peanut's butt right here. We got Simba with cancer over here. Peanut, go! We got Obi-Wan Kenobi over here. We're probably gonna have to stop somewhere around here. There's no way we can make it 3 hours to Lost Hills. Also, everyone says the headlights are really bad in the Cybertruck, but they're not bad at all. Now, this car does not have any autopilot or anything. It just has normal cruise control. This isn't a typical Tesla because right now the vision system does not work on the Tesla Cybertruck. So normally with our Model Y, we always have to stop here at Button Willow, and we always have like barely any range left. But so far, so good. With the Cybertruck, I've been driving 75 max. Says I'm gonna arrive at Lost Hills with 20%, so 2% more than estimated, which is insane. But I'm doing pretty good, I'm very shocked. This is the furthest I've ever been able to drive in a Tesla. Wow, this is insane. So we actually arrived with 23% or 72 miles. Said that staying below 70 miles would save us 6%. We drove 182 miles and we drove for 2 hours and 39 minutes. Our average was 507 watts per mile. Our tire pressure is around 55. Battery conditioning has consumed 3 miles. Again, I was going 75 miles per hour. I am gonna do another test versus the Model Y and we'll probably go around 80. So make sure you guys subscribe for that, but I am shocked. Wow, we're hitting 253. 252. So we only have to charge for about 13 minutes. We are at Lost Hills. It's a new supercharger, 250 kilowatt. There's a $5 bill on the sidewalk. Look at that. We're coming up right now, boys. What? More money. Where's all this money coming from? Is this real? Dude, what is going on? Did you see that? I've never seen, there was a $20 bill and a $5 bill. This is the best rest stop ever. Is there any more money? I need to go to the bathroom. I don't know if you guys see my other previous road trip videos. Tesla usually pays wherever their charges are, so don't feel bad going to the bathroom even if you don't buy anything. So I'm probably gonna go into the Denny's and use the bathroom. 43% and still charging at 149, almost 150 kilowatts. So the dogs went to the bathroom, we walked around for like 5-10 minutes and already we're almost done charging, ready to go. So we're gonna put the dogs away back in the truck or car. Truck, wow, so crazy saying truck. Hi there. We found money outside. We just wanted to give it to you.
Oh, you guys can keep it?
No, it's fine, you can take it.
You sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you. We're just going to the bathroom. Now, whenever I see stainless steel, I think of the Cybertruck. Cybertruck. The beauty with a lot of these superchargers is they're always somewhere yummy. Like for instance, this is the Denny's and the Denny's is open 24 hours. It looks so good. Perfectly fits in the parking spot with plenty of space to spare. And we are ready to go. Enough charge to continue on to our trip. So we should make it to our next supercharger with 23% battery. Let's check the Tessie app real quick. Had our first supercharging experience at a supercharger. You can see it right here. Let's check on the charge curve and all the details. We started at 23%. We charged up to 63%. Added 49 kilo hours of energy. You can see our range. We added 127 miles. Power. Peak power is 254. Wow, that's pretty good. So we hit 23%, 230, ramped up to 252, 25%, 253, 26, 252, So it stayed in 250, 254, that's our peak, until around 31%, 32%. Now we're starting to go down. 34, 219, 213 kilowatt hours. So then it just gradually decreases. But even at 60%, we were at 113 kilowatt hours, which isn't bad. That's really good. Got the Redline Escort 360C radar detector protecting us. Got Everyday Jan driving. And this is gonna be an exciting experience. But it is so comfortable. There's so much space here, so wide. The HEPA filter doesn't work as good in the Cybertruck, I realized. Compared to the Model Y and the Model X, I don't smell skunk smells. I normally don't smell exhaust, but this one I could smell it, just a hint of it. So it definitely does, and I can smell the smoke right now. Almost at our supercharger, we made it with 21%. We are at the San Arlo supercharger. This one's cool, so quiet. Just finished our next charging at San Andro. Average speed around 66 miles per hour. Here we go. We could have left a lot earlier than 21 minutes, but we were filming a bunch, so we decided to check it out on this area. It's super nice here. Power was 256, wow, even better. So we hit 255 at 23%, 256 at 30%, and 29%, which is insane. So overall, really good charge rate. Charging speeds are really good with the Cybertruck. Been driving for almost 5 hours. I thought these seats were super comfy when I saw them at the event, so I thought it would support the neck. However, if I want to support the neck, it's like this. Look how uncomfortable this is. And for Everyday Jan, that little piece that juts out is at the tip of her head, so her neck is completely exposed. I missed the Kia EV9 seats, I'll tell you that much. That's the highway patrol that almost pulled me over. But luckily I knew he was coming, so I was slowed down by a lot. But he still exited the freeway on the other side and came around behind me and then took a look at the Cybertruck. Alright, so we made it to our destination in Santa Cruz in Northern California. We drove 411 miles and we only had to charge twice. Everyone's saying that the Cybertruck's really bad for road trips, horrible range, horrible charging experiences. However, for me, it was extremely good. Great range, charging was great. I was able to charge in 15 minutes, 10 minutes, no problem, zero issues. The only problem I had was the fact that there was no autopilot, so my hands were starting to hurt. And this rear view mirror keeps getting in the way. I'm gonna make sure I remove this when I get home. We consumed 489 watts per mile, which is really good. So there you have it, guys. Amazing first road trip. Our car is filthy because it's been wet and muddy, but that's what you do, right? That's what you do when you have a Cybertruck. I was very shocked on everything, and it's just nice to have. I feel like if you've never driven a Tesla before, yes, you might be disappointed because it says this much miles and you're not getting that much miles. But with the tires, with the speed, it's how it is. But if you have driven Teslas before, you'll be very, very happy to know that the Tesla Cybertruck has a great battery, great range for road trips, and charges fast, and just a fun car to drive, especially when you're on a road trip. I didn't have any issues. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.